What's up, guys? It is me, Traveling Sister, and I'm back after such a long break. Okay, it's been about 3 weeks to a month since I posted my last video, and that will never happen again. I've just been crazy busy. I've been trying to renovate a house. I have been buying cows. I've been dealing with a car that's a piece of crap that I just eventually gave back to the guy that I bought it from. I've had visitors from out of town and just a whole lot more. But these are all excuses, and you know what they say about excuses. Everybody has one. So without further ado, I want to give you guys a little breakdown of the prices here in Tanzania and my overall cost of living, okay? So I'm going to start with the rent that I paid. I have some little notes here so I don't forget anything. In rent, I paid about 150,000 T shilling per month, which breaks down to $64 US dollars per month. But how they do rent out here, you sign up for terms, right? You pay for a 3-month lease, a 6-month lease, or 1 year. I did a 3-month lease because I didn't know whether I was going to like the place or not. So I didn't want to sign up for a whole 6 months or a year, you know, and pay all that money up front. But yeah, $64 a month. And if you guys saw my second video, I believe I gave you a tour through my home, and it was cute. It was small, you know, 1 bedroom, just exactly what I needed, a little garden in front. My boyfriend and I just recently moved out of that house into his brother's house because we are renovating a home and we wanted to live for rent free. And even though the rent was $64 a month, but why pay for something if you don't have to? So yeah, $64 a month for rent. Find that in America. For food per month, I was spending 300,000 T shilling. Now that's equal to 134 US dollars, and 134 divided by 30, that's about $4.50 a day that I spent on food. And actually out here, that's still quite a lot. You can really eat for about 3,000 T shilling a day, which is about $1.50 or less. But I really like food. I love food. So I didn't mind spending a little bit of extra money. So talking about food, a breakdown of the food, about 5 carrots is going to cost you 500 T shilling, which is about 22 cents. Say hi. Say hi. These are the neighborhood kids. Say hi, y'all. Say hey. No? Okay. Well, okay. About 5 carrots, 500 T shilling. That's 22 cents. Okay. 10 tomatoes is about 45 cents. A pineapple is about 2,000 T shilling, which is 89 cents. Let's see. Some beer, which is very important. About 2,500 T shilling, which is equal to about $1.15, and it can go all the way up to 4,000 T shilling, which is only $1.79. K-Vant, like, you know, a little, I think it's gin, yeah, a little spirits, you know what I'm saying, $1.12, because that's 2,500 T shilling. So the cost of a dress, like a regular summer dress, a maxi dress, you'll pay about 30,000 T shilling, which is about 13 US dollars, which is super cheap. A pair of shoes, like so a pair of shoes, like some Nike running shoes. I just got some Huaraches for 60,000 T shilling, which is equal to 26 US dollars, 26.83 to be exact. I've seen, you know, like some Air Max for about 80,000 T shilling, which is about 35 US dollars, and How shopping works out here is a lot of stores are, some are secondhand, but some have a lot of brand new things in them. Like brand new shoes, like the pair of Hirachis that I got, brand spanking new. Nobody had ever worn them before. I've seen a lot of different shoe stores have brand new shoes, brand new clothes. So to get a full dress tailored out here is going to be about 30 to 35,000 T shilling, which is extremely cheap. Like, they want you to buy the fabric first, which ranges from 10,000 T shilling to don't touch, which ranges from 10,000 T shilling all the way up to 25,000 T shilling. Depends on what grade of fabric you get. In 10 to 25,000 T shilling, that's about $5 to $8, $5 to $9. And they will tailor it for you for 30,000 T shilling. That's $15 to get a dress custom made to your specs. You know what I'm saying? Your measurements, all of that. Like, and it's super cheap. And I've gotten a pair of pants made and I've gotten a shirt made, but I didn't really like the shirt. I kind of went crazy with the design that I was asking the lady to do, so she didn't really know how to do it. But there's a million tailors out here, and I know I will find the right tailor to get me my shirt made. All right. So a couple of questions that my friends have asked me. How is the food out here? So the food out here is, okay, first of all, the fruits and the vegetables are just fresh. Fresh. You can just walk around and really just find almost any fruit, pick it off of the tree. In the place we just moved out, there was an avocado tree. Avocados used to fall on our roof all the time, and we just went outside and picked them up, and that was it, you know. There are pumpkins out here, there are mangoes, there are limes, lemons, tomato, bell pepper, a lot of stuff. Now, it's not everywhere. Like, okay, so the trees for these fruits and the plants for these fruits aren't just completely like everywhere. There are a lot of random plants and stuff that have fruit that you can just go get, but most of the time we just go to the market to make it simpler for ourselves and not scour the earth, you know what I'm saying, for the food. Now, one of the main dishes that people cook out here is called ugali. Ugali is basically grits, but cooked very thick, and it's kind of served in a ball like this, and you break pieces off and eat it with vegetables, eat it with meat. Ugali is not my favorite. I will eat ugali, but it's not my favorite. I just don't really like it. The only time I will really eat ugali is if I cook it. You know, I don't know. A lot of people out here don't use a heavy amount of spices in their food. It's usually just salt, maybe some masala spices and stuff like that. But I like bold, robust flavors, so you know, I like to add this and that, and you know, a lot of stuff. Some stuff is very spicy out here, which is good because I love me some spicy food. Overall, the food is pretty good. A lot of people are heavy meat eaters out here. When I tell people I'm a vegetarian, they think that, oh, you don't eat red meat. So vegetarian out here means you still eat chicken and fish, which I'm not a vegetarian anymore because they really do have some good meat out here, and I can't deprive myself of some good roasted chicken, y'all. I can't. Or some fish. Like, the fish out here is the bomb. So many different types of fish for a very decent price. 2 big old pieces of fish like this, like big. I don't even know what kind of fish it is, to be honest. But big old fat thick pieces of fish. 10,000 T shilling for 2 huge pieces of fish, which is less than $5. I mean, come on, you can't beat the prices of seafood and the prices of food out here. Another main dish that people cook out here is rice and beans, rice and vegetables, rice and chicken, rice. A lot of people like rice, and rice is so very cheap as well. I don't remember the price off top, and I don't think I didn't write it down. So I will give you the price of rice out here if you really want it. What else? Okay, so that sums up food pretty much. How are the men out here? A lot of my girlfriends have asked me how are the men out here, so I'm gonna tell y'all, honey, the men out here are so fine. For real. Just deep chocolate, beautiful skin, big old lips, and bone structure that will send you sliding smooth out of your chair, honey. Okay, beautiful bone structure, great bodies, like, and like, so the dating life out here, the dating life, before my boyfriend and I got together, we were friends, and I was asking him about like how the dating life is out here. Is it typical for a woman to approach a man, or is it, you know, traditional where a man would come to a woman and stuff like that? And it's almost the same. Like, it's okay for a woman to approach a man in the club, whatever, wherever you are, get a number, and you know, I haven't done that, but it's typical. It's not like there aren't any strict rules for dating. People still hook up, you know what I'm saying? People still have cut buddies. People have relationships. People are happily married. People, you know, relationships from what I've seen here are very similar to the relationships in the US. A lot of people want the same things. Some women are just after men for their money. Some men just want to hook up, and you know, whatever. It's pretty much the same. But yeah, the men out here seem to be very actually the men out here don't seem to be as aggressive, I guess you would say, as the men in the US, because overall Tanzania has a very conservative culture, and the people are overall nicer than the people I've met in America. But yeah, they're not as aggressive. But yeah, it's the same. And like I said, the men are really fine out here. So, you know, come visit. So another question that I've gotten a lot is there job and business opportunity? And I have to say, absolutely. Now, it depends on what your profession is, just like in America. Like, you know, is there a lot of business opportunity for artists? And, you know, if you're a singer, rapper, you know, musician, whatever, or if you're a painter, there, you know, you might live the starving artist life, because I think that's just globally, like, you know what I'm saying? If your profession isn't in demand, then you're not gonna get as much work as someone who, you know, someone who the world really, you know, has a demand for in the workforce. So, but yes, there is business opportunity. From what I've been hearing and from my little bit of research that I have done, it is extremely easy out here in Tanzania to open your own business. Okay, it's very easy, because long as you bring something that people have a demand for, then it's easy. And as I said in the very beginning of the video, we have cows. Okay, like we have 2 cows. We're looking to buy another cow. And for those of you who know me, like, if y'all, I could never have imagined that I would be owning cows, you know, and trying to learn how to milk them, clean up after them, care for them. It's an animal, a huge animal. But the demand for milk, like, everybody here drinks milk. Milk tea is a big thing. They put milk in the ugali sometimes, milk with porridge, milk with a lot of stuff. And the cool thing about the milk out here is it's like fresh milk. They don't add all this stuff. Most of the cows, like, actually I haven't seen a cow or heard of a cow that they give these hormone shots to, that they feed the GMO, you know, whatever bullshit to. So everything out here is just straight up natural, like unpasteurized milk and stuff like that. And I haven't heard of any cases of people getting sick from the milk because it's unpasteurized. No mad cow disease, no disease in the milk, you know, nothing like that. So, long story short, with a certain number of cows, you could get paid up to the thousands in US dollars per month, you know. So that's what I'm aiming for. Okay, I'm trying to stretch my wealth. So yeah, that's what I'm doing so far. But it's easy to open a restaurant, easy to open a bar, easy to open a tailor shop, almost anything you want out here. Like I said, long as they have a demand for it, you will make money. And as long as you actually bring something different to the table, because something I do notice out here about a lot of businesses, especially restaurants, all the restaurants serve the same exact thing. And it'll be like on a block like 5 restaurants that all serve the same thing. And to me, logically, that doesn't make sense, but I'm not here to judge. That's how y'all do things out here, you know. But I feel that as a foreigner coming from a place where America has almost any type of food that you want, so I have a big knowledge base of different types of foods, and so I can, which I've thought about opening a restaurant as well, but that's in the works a little further down the road. But you know, I can introduce new foods that will obviously bring more customers because I'm offering something different. So I say all this to say it's easy to start a business. It does not cost that much to start a business in US dollars out here. Yes, you will have to get a business license. Depending on what you initially come over here for, you might have to get a business visa, but I can't even act like I know everything about that because I don't, and I'm not about to sit up here and lie to y'all. But overall, it's easy. You might incur some fees because you're a foreigner, so you know they see that you're a foreigner, and you know that's dollar signs to them. So you know, you might get overcharged for a couple things, but you know, you gotta kind of maneuver your way through it. Sometimes I pretend I'm Tanzanian, even though my Kiswahili is not that good. I cover up my tattoos, and everybody thinks I'm from here. So, yeah, that's it on business. Medical care. The medical care out here is not necessarily to the same standard that it is in America, but there is medical services available. I've seen quite a few hospitals, big, huge, nice, beautiful hospitals, and even small hospitals that just do, small clinics that just do like blood tests and stuff like that. A good thing out here is that they do, a lot of people do free HIV testing on the spot, where they do the finger prick, put the little droplet into the thing, and you know, bada bing, you get your results in like 2 minutes. That's good. They have prenatal facilities. They have good treatment for the rare cases if you get malaria. They have treatment for everything out here. If you have a headache, they have these little stores called Dukaladabas, and that's basically a pharmacy where you can get everything from, you know, ibuprofen to Tums to cough syrup, everything, pretty much everything. It's like Rite Aid without all the extra stuff. It's just the pharmacy. Yeah, that's the medical care out here. And yeah, but if you want like specialty things like certain vitamins and like woman's one-a-days, I take those. I have not seen any, like a huge selection of vitamins out here, and that's probably because they get it from the fruits and vegetables. They get their vitamins from the fruits and vegetables that are already out here. Natural fruits and vegetables, not the fruits and vegetables that a lot of the supermarkets in America sell, pumped full of BS and chemicals. Yeah, it's pretty fresh out here, so they probably don't have a need to get all these extra vitamins. Yeah. So, how is the party scene out here? Let me tell y'all, honey, people throw down out here, okay? The major music that they listen to out here is obviously a lot of different African music from different African countries, South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania, of course. A lot of different music. The music is dope out here. Dope, dope, dope. Like, I love it. They listen to a lot of reggae too. So, you know, the clubs, people turning up just like America. They twerking, doing whatever, like drinking, having fun. Like, people are friendly. I haven't seen one fight in a club yet, which is kind of different for me. But yeah, like, the music scene, the party scene, the club scene is good. The clubs close when they want to, okay? I think the latest time I've left a club was like 4:30, but I'm not a big, huge clubber anyways, but I think they stay open until the sun comes up, like, which is kind of rare in America, unless you go to like an after-hour spot. Then you have to find the after-hour spots because most of them are like secret and yada yada yada. But it's really cool. Overall, Tanzania is a beautiful place, and I am still adapting to a lot of the things, a lot of the customs and stuff here. I'm gonna make another video going more into depth about, you know, the customs and things I've learned about Tanzanian people, the Tanzanian culture, and about myself, because this is not only about me exploring Africa, it's about me getting to know me a little bit better. And overall, I love it, and I would recommend that you come visit, and especially if you are black. You know, I have not seen that many black travelers outside of Africa that are from outside of Africa come to visit Tanzania. And you know, I encourage it. I really do, because I feel like us black millennials are the ones who are supposed to change how much we travel. Because I'm telling y'all, I've been to so many different places, and every time I go to a foreign place that is not mainly you know, a black populated area, I get these looks. Most of them friendly, but some of them like, well, what are you doing here? You know, and it blows my mind, because every other race, you know what I'm saying? Every other race travels, and they branch outside of their bubble of what they know, but we're not seen around the world, and we need to start changing that, y'all. We really do, because not only are we teaching other people that, hey, black American people aren't all thugs, and we're not all, you know what I'm saying, these people that you see on TV, you know. Not only are we teaching other people, but we're broadening our mind, broadening our horizons, and learning. I've learned so much through travel. And yeah, before I just go on a rant, I'm gonna end the video here, because I'm gonna make another video about that too. But yeah, that's my mini little cost of living breakdown here in Tanzania. And yeah, I love all of y'all. Peace, peace. Say bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.